So I've wanted to make a video like this for a while now because I don't know how much longer we're going to be here in this building. This is the iHeart Studios here in Birmingham where I've been working since 2013. I'm told we're going to move in November, we'll see. But I thought I'd do a quick tour of what the studios look like right now before we start moving out and things start to look differently. So bear with me, we're going to have a little walkthrough. It's Saturday night on August the 7th or 8th, 2021. So let's see what the studios look like in August of 2021 on Saturday night. Now this is the back entrance from the garage. The front of the building, I don't usually come in that way because I park down here under the building. But normally I go through here. Of course, we got the high security, so you have to get your badge out and put it up to the little eye here. My badge is stuck in my wallet and I can't do it very well because I'm holding a phone. And I have to carry both cards. There's two separate cards, and so you have to keep one on either side of your wallet so that you can work each one of them. I don't usually take the elevator. I usually take the stairs up to my floor because for one thing, there's always a wait for the elevator. So this is the main lobby entrance. Now, normally I don't come in this way, but since we're doing a tour as if you were, somebody coming to watch what it looks like around here, I'll take you on the tour from here. So this is where people would come in to collect their prizes or whatever here at the front desk. Of course, a lot of people have to make a phone call because there's not always somebody here. If this was during the week, there'd be the loop of the sizzle reel running here on this video screen constantly. More badging in. This is the sales area down here on the 4th floor. And as you can see, we've got all the salespeople's cubicles here. This is where all the sales folks would work. As you can see, a lot of them now, since the pandemic, are working from home, so they're not using these cubicles anymore and haven't for some time. There's a couple people who still come in and do their work, but for the most part, there's not anyone around here very often. Some of the managers' offices, this is like where the business offices are. This is where Ray Quinn, our general manager, that's his office there. Like I said, Saturday nights, so nobody's here. And we have this performance studio. We bring in listeners to watch musical acts come in. We've got a little board back here where we mix stuff, and then there's a nice little stage up there where we have maybe a intimate audience of about 25 people or so, 30 people come in and watch people perform there on the stage. That backdrop can actually be changed out, so it depends on what station is doing the show. It might be the Q, it might be Magic or the Bull. I think ERC's done one so far, but nevertheless, this is kind of where we do that. And if I could figure out how to turn all those lights on, I'd show you. It's a lot more impressive with all the fun, exciting lights on, but I just know how to turn on the regular overhead lights. This is the kitchen where we'd put our TV dinners or whatever in the fridge over here, and they heat them up in the microwave over there. And there's a dishwasher. I've never actually seen anything wash it. Every so often people put dishes in it and they run it, but there's no soap. But I don't know what that purpose that serves. And we haven't used this popcorn machine that came from Talladega. We haven't used that in a long time either. Okay, so we're gonna head out of here and go up to the studios. This was the 4th floor where mostly we have the sales and such, but the studios are up on 5. And here's the stairwell. I don't think you're supposed to block these things open. I think that's a fire hazard, but nevertheless, they've been kind of a strange smell in here recently. I think they're trying to get rid of it, so that's why they got all the stairwells blocked open. But I often run up and down these stairs about 50,000 times a day. So over here, the programming offices outside the studios. And I'm willing to bet there's nobody here because even during the week, there's not many people here. This is the promotions area. Where promotions, that's why there's a lot of, promotions junk laying around, where they get ready for remotes and that kind of stuff. Offices for programming and promotions. This is Tom's office. He's my boss, the Senior Vice President of Programming for iHeart here in Birmingham. So I'll show you my place over here. I almost never use the overhead lights, but you won't be able to see if I don't. So here's where I sit and do all my stuff. I sit behind that computer or one of these many computers here, and I run my radio station. Heading down the hall here again, more program people's offices. Dino, he handles the Q and the Beat, ZBQ in Tuscaloosa. Oh, this is the studio for Magic 96, our AC station. So you can see right now the computer's running things, but this is where Rob Conrad does the morning show here on Magic 96. He sits right over there. There's our view of the city out here. You don't get as good of a view from this studio because the trees are kind of in the way. I wanted to show you the engineering room. That's where all the stuff that keeps everything running is. Fortunately, they trust me to go in here too. See, my car works for that one too. My car doesn't work for everything. I haven't figured out what the things that I do get access to and what I don't, but I do get access to here. So here is all of the computers that keep everything running. It is mostly computers at this point. Over here you've got a lot of the servers. Those are the servers for the RCS system. Here are some of the microwave STLs. At this point, these I think are backups because I think everything we do now is digital out to the transmitter sites. Here's some of the routing stuff for Wheatstone, tuners, whole bunch of next gens kind of stacked up here. These are mostly the utility machines and stuff because they had to migrate a lot of the next gens over here when they integrated Tuscaloosa into the Birmingham end of things. Back here are all the wires on the back side of the rack, which that's always exciting. A lot of the IT stuff. This is the UPS. You know, in case we ever lose power, the UPS here takes over and actually carries the building while we switch from city power to generator power. Coming out of there, I'll show you. We've got 11 radio stations here in this building, but not all of them have studios. I'll show you the ones that do have studios, or the more memorable studios anyway. This is the studio for our country station. That's 102.5 The Bull, and this is where Dollar Bill and Madison do their show from, or maybe I should say this is where Dollar Bill and Madison used to do their show before the pandemic, because right now they're still kind of working from home. But this is the studio where they would do it from, or where Major Tom does the afternoon show here on the Bull. Next door to the Bull, we've got 103.7 The Q. That's our AC station. I'm sorry, our top 40 station, or CHR. I don't know if you call it CHR or top 40 anymore, but whatever. It's 103.7 The Q, and this is their studio, home of Alabama in the morning and afternoons with Dino. And as you can see, everyone has these same consoles. Apparently, somebody forgot to record their breaks, so they wanted to remind you got to record your breaks. But this is the studio for the Q. It has all the accoutrements of a top 40 or CHR station. You know, all the posters for various acts that they probably ran at one point. But as quick as the music changes, you turn those lights off. Trying to save electricity. I don't want to waste iHeart's electricity by leaving all the lights on, since I'm the only one here. Moving further down the hall, usual stuff. You got the upstairs refrigerator and the upstairs copy machine. Down here, you've got the studio for. This was at one time the studio for the Vulcan, which is my rock station, but it's kind of been taken over. Now it's the Beat studio, and it has in here. This is interesting. It still has the remnants of the old boards we used to use. These used to be in all the studios, but now this just in here, and I think this is a standalone. I don't even think this is hooked through anything. It's just basically a very nice mixer. Now this room is one of my favorite hangout, and this is our TV studio. We shoot TV spots for Channel 6 every day in this room. Kind of behind that here, I'll flip the lights on because we don't have the big lights, on behind us. See, and this allows us, we got this nice green screen back here, so we're able to shoot these TV videos with this green screen, and then you can go through and you can replace what's behind you with something like a station logo or something like that, so it looks like this. And that's kind of cool because we're able to make it look like we're places where we're not, like at the beach or wherever else, which I don't know, I still marvel at it. I think it's kind of neat. I'm the one who gets to edit the video, so I guess I take a little pride in that. As we head on down the hall here, we've got more studios. My station occupies a rather large amount of real estate, at least it does now. This is one of our newsrooms. This is I guess this was officially designated as the ARN newsroom, but now it's just another newsroom that usually Reginald Green works from when he writes his summaries for the national wires, and he also does stuff for North Carolina from here. So that's the room he works in. Then we have kind of an interesting studio complex for ERC itself, because we've got the actual talk studio. That's where the host sits and does the talk. So JT does the morning show here, or me about 3 times a year when I have to fill in for him. Turn those lights on here. This one, in my opinion, has the best view of anything in the building, because we've got these great big windows. Of course, to turn on the lights, and now it's creating a lot of reflections, but it has these windows here, and you can kind of see Somebody's shooting off sparklers in the parking lot down there. That doesn't normally happen, to my knowledge, but I guess it's happening tonight. Fireworks or something. Anyway, so this is the ERC studio, and we have the big thing of TVs. The middle one we can't find the remote for that one, but we have the big thing of TVs there, so we're able to keep up with what's going on in the world. And from the studio here, I'll turn here. The host has a line of sight to 3 different adjacent studios. So over here is where the producer sits, the person who's actually running the board. Then in this room is where the news person sits, usually like, say, Leah Brandon doing the morning news. The host, of course, is sitting right here. And then to this side is the studio, the control room for the AM. The idea is we're able to do product where we're able to run it on 2 different stations simultaneously and have 2 different producers creating a different mix for both stations. Although that rarely happens, but that's what could happen from that room. Here, I'll swing things around, you can see what's in there. So just like magic, now we're in the, not magic the radio station, magic like I magically walked through this wall. Anyway, now we're in, this is ERC AM, the control room for it, but these Wheatstone boards, anything can be anything. So this right now is ERC AM, but you can route any audio anywhere. It's pretty much set up. It more or less mirrors what's in the FM studio in terms of capability, except for if I were to make this board hot with this magic button right here, then we will be on the air on 960 AM. Meanwhile, over here in the another room, here's the what it looks like inside that newsroom that I was pointing out from the backside when we were in the talk studio. As you can see, it's not that big, but there's only needs to be room enough for a news person to sit here. You'll notice they have a much smaller board because there's not as many things to mix, but they've got their necessary next gen over here and their RCS news over there. 2 television sets with DVR, so they're able to record actualities from our TV news partners to use in newscasts. And then, of course, the control room for the FM side, which, like I said, looks a lot like the AM side, is in this room. As you can see, they got another nice view of the city over here. Looks like we're returning from a remote somewhere. I see station vehicles coming in. City is over here. Here's the board, and we're running automation that we use, like all the iHeart stations, at least for now, is next gen, and there's ERC's next gen running. Again, another Wheatstone board doing its thing, and the talk studio right through there. I turned the lights off, so that's why you don't see anything in there. Anyway, so that's pretty much the lay of the land here at iHeart Birmingham, at least right now. Like I said, we're going to be moving studios. We're told somewhere in the next 3-4 months, but we'll see how that goes. Looking forward to that. I'll do another one of these videos, I guess, when we get in the new place. Maybe if I get lucky, I get access to it before. I'd love to shoot a video to show you what it looks like before they finish it. This facility won't be looking like this probably much longer. But thanks so much for watching, and click like and subscribe at the bottom, because I'll probably put this on YouTube or something. Or don't, I don't really care. Anyway, talk to everyone later.